Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a chatty double monthly plan with me featuring this unicorn kit by Pretty On Paper Company. I bought this during the Get Gare Bear Back non-sale, so I didn't use any coupon codes or anything, but I'm really happy with what I got, and I think you'll be interested to see how I use it just a little bit differently. So first up, I bought the 2-page monthly kit, and her kits for the month, you get to choose whichever month you want. So I picked August because, I mean, it doesn't really matter in my neutral Erin Condren, but I'm going to be using my secondary spread, which I don't normally show to you guys, and it's a Recollections, which has purple. So I wanted to pick something that would go well in there. So for the EC side, I'm going to be using this unicorn 2-page kit. I bought the YouTuber add-on sheet, and that will be in my secondary spread. And then I also bought a couple of things from the same line of artwork, but these are from her weekly spread a la carte kit part thingamabobbers. So I bought her washi sheet, which has a lot of deco, and the date covers. So let's get started. I think that since it's so different, I'm gonna start actually on my Recollections one, just because that's where I'm really out of my element. So some of the things that are on here, these are the ones I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this YouTube add-on sheet, and I'm going to also be using, let's see, the date covers. Now that probably sounds weird. I'm going to go ahead and keep all of these purple flags because they don't really bother me, but I'm going to cover up these white sections with the date cover parts. So I'm going to start there. Start on Monday, and hopefully the spacing doesn't look weird. This was literally a last minute decision kind of thing, so hopefully it doesn't look too weird, and if it does, it's a spread that only I am going to see, although that's technically true of my monthly spread no matter which one it is. Alright, so I'm going to put these on. Alright, there we go. I don't love it, but I also don't hate it either. I think it'll make a lot more sense once I add in a lot more stuff. So just as a simple overview, in my A5, I obviously have 2 planners going. I have all of my Erin Condren stuff, like monthly and weekly, and then behind this secondary divider, I just have the monthly views from my Recollections planner, and I use them to kind of map out what kits I'm planning to use when. So the ones for sure are going to go in there are already in pen with the kit name and then which felty clip I'm using for that particular week. And then if I'm unsure of what week it's going to be on, I stick it on a page flag and I stick it on that particular week, normally on a Monday. I don't know why on a Monday, probably because the Erin Condren starts on a Monday. I'm not sure. So yeah, so some of the things that come on this YouTuber add-on sheet, we've got headers that say to film, YouTube to-dos, video ideas, ideas for next month, a nice big block that says this month's stats, subscribers, views, and revenue, a whole bunch of filming icons, editing slates, voiceover ones, which I will definitely use, a whole bunch of littles sized YouTube icons, and then 4 of the weekly stat trackers. I have 5 weeks in August, so I think I'm going to, maybe I'll use this one on my main one and just do that, or maybe I'll put this, okay, I think I'll put that down here. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with filming. I'm gonna use these smaller ones just for consistency's sake. I normally film Mondays or Tuesdays. Like this particular week, it is Tuesday, or actually Wednesday. I'm putting this video up that I'm doing right now. I'm putting this up tomorrow, which is why it's a chatty one instead of a sped up voiceover type of dealio. Alright, so filming by Tuesday so that I can start editing Wednesday during the day. And I'm just not really picking colors, I'm just going in order left to right along this row that she's already put in there. Edit, 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 edit. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and put voiceover towards the evening section of Wednesday. So normally my husband goes to basketball on Wednesday nights, and so when the kids are finally in bed after he's gone, the house is at its quietest, and that's normally when I do my voiceover. Plus that gives me all day Wednesday to get my editing done, and voiceover is pretty much the last thing that I do. So there we go. And then there are not any upload icons. I'm assuming that's what these are for. So I'm gonna go ahead and put down one of each on Thursday. Oh, that's way over. Just a smidge too wide, but you know what, that doesn't really bother me. I'm gonna leave a little bit of a space as well down below. So I always upload on Thursdays. There we go. And then one more purpley one. Right there. And then I also am going to need to do a monthly view, but I think it's going to be very similar to this week, where instead of putting up a weekly plan with me, I'm putting up this monthly instead, because I am still very much on vacation mode and I am just pooped. Alright, I think I'm going to put these 4 on the 4 Sundays that I have, because that's probably just where it's going to fit best based on having 4, and I'll just check them Sunday night. I've gotten out of the habit of checking weekly stats. I feel like I get a little bit too neurotic, I guess would be the word. Like I become obsessed with every single ad, and then you notice then when one person stops following you, and normally it's gonna end up being like those companies that add you so that hopefully you add them back and then they don't stay following you. I think it's one of those deals. I think I am going to save this for my other one, possibly. And if not, I'll just throw it back over here. So I think under notes, normally I use this section to write down when I purchase things or things that I'm expecting, but I kind of like this YouTube to-dos. That's fun. So I'm going to cover up this notes one with that. My spacing is way off, but you know what? I'll just whip out some of this deco. How about foam maybe? Oh, no, let's go with this rainbow. Yay, that works. Okay, and so, yeah, we'll do YouTube ideas, and then how about ideas for next month? I like that one. Stick it right about there. That works. And then, yeah, I think for now I'll leave it there. I like that. So that is my thing so far. I guess I could whip out some midweek and full week, but then I don't have any room over here. I know what I want to add. I want to add in my Friday. Friday, I've been doing this thing called Felty Fridays, where I like to match my clip of the week, like my bookmark, to my spread. And then on Friday, I post either the one I'm using that particular week or the one I'm using the following week. So these little doodles are by The Anxious Planner. She's an Australian shop. I love her. She's amazeballs. Let's see, so, right. LD Friday. I'll eventually do all that down that way. You don't really need to see that though, so I'll do that later. But this is exactly how my August is going to look. I think it looks really good, and you know what? Now that I've added in all the rest of this stuff, I really like that I put those date covers up there because it brings in a lot more color and a little bit of this pattern. I like that a lot. I'll probably come back and fill in some more of these spaces with deco. Maybe I'll do that now because, yeah. I'll put in a little horsey and a planner and this like hollow succulent thingamajigger. I'll stick that right down there. All right, that looks good enough. So let's switch back to August. My Erin Condren monthly view, which I use as like an everyday, like this is my life, kids, finances, all of that. And Pretty on Paper Company does have more add-on things, not just the YouTuber one, which I think is really cool. She's got a mom life one. I think she's a fitness one. There's finance, and maybe one more, and I just don't remember. Oh, you know what? My nieces and friends of mine absolutely love flipping through my planner, and they watch my videos, so I think I need to censor that, although I find that incredibly hilarious. I think that needs to maybe be covered. Not quite appropriate for my nieces. So I'm gonna, boom. I know what it originally said, so that's still fine with me. All right, so I'm putting that up there. I always feel like adding that header up top really puts it over the top as far as making a huge impact on how your spread looks. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna put down my little flags last, only because that takes forever, and I want to be able to put in some of these boxes and things without worrying about having to pick up these little numbers again and putting them back. So I'm gonna put down some of the things that we are looking forward to. First off being the 21st, we are gonna go up and see the solar eclipse. We live in Northern California. We're gonna drive 7 hours north into Oregon so that we can see the eclipse. So the area that we're in, we would only get like 70% totality. So we're gonna drive up to Oregon where it's like 99.6%. Not to an area that's like super crowded, but just enough. All right, what else do I have? I have a whole list over here off to the side of things to add. So I'm just going down my list. So the 21st, we've got the eclipse. The 22nd is the first day back at school. We've got a pack meeting on the 23rd, and I'm not even gonna stick a box down for that. I'm just gonna put my little bear paw down. So far, all of my deco has been from BUBBA Bear Studios because, yeah, that's not surprising at all for me. We've got some birthdays. My mom and my sister-in-law. Another reason to have no box there. 15th and the 23rd. Class lists are posted on the 18th. I think I'm gonna put down black. No, I'm gonna go with this one. You can hardly even see it, but it is this like opal-y hollow-esque little thing. So I'm gonna put that down with a Nerdy Raindrop in light gray, also by BUBBA Studios. On the 3rd, my niece is starting, and there's also a football game that day. We are hardcore Dallas Cowboy fans, and there is a televised game, even though it's technically preseason. There is a game. It's the Cowboys versus the Cardinals, and they play on the 3rd. So for that, I'm gonna put down a TV icon right here saying that we are gonna watch that. I think it's on like NBC. And then I'm gonna use this little bean that's from the Kiddo Love Beans, also by BUBBA. On the 4th, we need to pay rent. So I'm gonna use this purple rent payment sticker by Wild Sunshine Company. And I'm going to accent that with this little black flag. I think that'll look fun. There we go. Rent payment. Looking good. And the other thing would be we have our fantasy football draft on the 25th, and I am out of quarter boxes that match. Got some headers in there. You know what? I'm gonna use some of this from the washi sheet. I'm gonna grab a chunk of that. Maybe not such a large chunk. Methinks we need a smaller chunk. How about, oh, this is fun. Very top, that's a fancy glitter. That is too short. Let's try that again. Get up here. I'm gonna flip it around. That's better. And I'm gonna use this little football. And that is by, I believe, Planner Penny. Yeah, Planner Penny. There we go. And then to cover up these extra little chunks, I was going to use this washi to cover that. So we're going to take that off, and obviously it is not as wide. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab some silver washi that I have as my butt hits the blinds. Alright, so I'm going to use some of this silvery washi. I'm going to lay it down there. Cover up these extra days. Yes, there is a 31 there, okay. And I'm just going to center that. There we go. Although obviously I need to still get this off. This probably would have been easier if I had grabbed my craft knife. You know what, I'm just gonna cover that with deco because I don't feel like yanking that up. How about, boom, aha, taken care of. And just for good measure, I'm gonna throw a couple of these little deco hollow hearts. Boom. All right, now I'm gonna do the same thing up here. Maybe this time use a little bit more of a tail for my washi, so it's easier to pick up that excess. Okay, come on. Good enough, good enough. Cut that a little bit short, but whatever. And now we're gonna grab the other piece of washi. Go. Looks good. Let's go ahead and throw in some more of this. I'm gonna put this up here. So I feel like that's a lot of empty space right there. I'm gonna do the cell phone. Maybe I'll throw it in over here somewhere because there's nothing fun happening in this area. It's very empty. Throwing in some hearts. There we go. Good enough. And you know what? I'll save the rest of those little deco hearts for my daughter. That will make her happy. All right. So working some more over here in the sidebar. I need to put down bills due, but I think I'm going to use all of these. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Darn it. Wait, that's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it is so late. Tired, tired, tired. All right, I think I'm gonna put these down over here because some of my bills are automatic. Some of them I pay all on one day. So let's see, the automatic ones go through on the 13th, the 11th, and the 19th. And the rest go over here. So I'm going to stick those there. I realize that I'm way outside of, like, that's obviously way more. Later on, I will undo and scoot those over. For now, it's not worth moving everything. That looks good. Something that is bill related, but not actually a bill. It's just money that I need to spend would be booking the archery tag venue for my son's birthday. So I'm putting that down. That is a Procrastipants box by Bubba Bear Studios. Let's see, what else do I need to put over there? What are my other fun headers and things that go over here? Because it looks like I've got room. And I do want to put down this YouTube central type thing over here. Let's put that down. And then to fill in this space, I think I need some purple. Kind of leaning purple. Maybe pink. Pink. Let's go pink. Why not? And then I'll probably pick a purple header to stick there. How about to do this month? That sounds like a fantastic header. I'll just kind of float it right there. know it goes a little bit into my Procrast Pants box. But I will probably fix that when I straighten these two. I'll move them up slightly into this little bit. Or you know what, I can just fix it by getting rid of that top line because that makes more sense. Yes, it does. I'm gonna grab a medium piece of washi, which is still probably too big. Wow, I am way off on that. Oh well. Oh, Deco to the rescue. Let's see, let's pick another little heart. Cover up my weird transition there. All right, whatever, it's good enough. Good enough for me. Oh, there's payday stickers. I didn't notice those. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yay! There are enough. That makes me so happy. Okay, so payday, 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 payday. Oh yeah, and hey, more payday. That's way crooked. Stop it, payday. Come on now, work with me. There we go. All right, so now I think all I have left to do would be to add in my date numbers. So I will go ahead and do that super fast. We'll be right back. All right, now I need to write in this bad boy. I'm going to be using my black Papermate Inkjoy gel in 0.7. All right, and there you have it, folks. This is my completed so far August in my Erin Condren Hourly neutral by Pretty on Paper Company, and then using her YouTuber add-on sheet as well as some date covers and some deco. This is my secondary spread. I think it turned out really nicely. I'm happy with the bits of hollow and unicorn without being like in your face unicorn. I think that's kind of a nice grown-up way to do it. Plus the little backpacks make it appropriate for the month that our kids go back to school. So I really like it so far. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. If you want to know how I took both of these planners and I put them in this A5, I will have a link down below in the description box. That is my Uncoiling 101 video. And yes, I do absolutely love this system as I've been using it. And if you want a coupon code, I've got one for Bubba Bear Studios, and that will be down there in my description box as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, let me know with a little thumbs up. If not, you can be one of my trolls and do a thumbs down, because I get those too. But you know what? That's cool. You don't have to like my planning. It only has to work for me. So I hope you had a great time watching. I know I had a great time taking the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.